love to see you. Oh, she only has a minute when she comes up to right.
But it's a new minute every
I think it was very brave to go in that direction.
Sure.
I don't think it might be too soon. I think
Let's
that
get to it.
the audience,
Let's get to it.
right. I think you went for it. You know, I think the audience is not ready to laugh about that yet, which was clear. But I think it's brave to do it.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of shit usually at all. Like a Twitter that's right as a tweet, maybe I would put a star next to it. But it's like when people come up here with like abortion jokes or something like that.
It always has to be as as smart but as edgy or as funny as.
Get a lot of blue for blue's sake.
And on that, there was a lot of black for black's sake.
Ustream's loving it. They're commenting. Tony's killing and that live audience is stupid. That's what they're saying right now.
Fuck yeah. What was I going to say? It's true about that IKEA thing. I remember yelling that specifically. I had helped you put together that IKEA kitchen set, and I yelled, talk about IKEA. That night, you talked about it for 45 seconds, and it killed. The next night, it was like 3 minutes. The next night, it was like 4. It just kept getting bigger. So talking about one thing ever for 3 weeks in a row will never make you seem crazy.
Yeah.
It will only make you stronger on that
But
subject.
I also think if you're going to go topical in the way that you did, you gotta have an angle on it that's so unique and interesting, other than just, I think it's got to be something that we haven't heard or, to make it work at this point.
Right. I don't. I don't usually do topical in my longer set. Minutes. Whenever I just it's easy. Why fun Betty K exists? Because it's exciting to see food sparkles. Except for your food. Edible glitter.
Yeah.
Tonight it was sprinkles.
Quality outdoor voice, go.
Right in your wheelhouse. It isn't.
I don't know what you think.
I've never been called the dumb girl.
No voice.
My voice might have dumb girl voice. Make it work,
That's your point.
It works, it works.
So I can go with that. Sprinkles.
You were funny the last time I was here as well. You guys are doing a great job, and obviously this the time has worked out. That's all part of the plan. That was me talking a lot. it's super personal.
But like I can, yeah, that's what I mean. It is personal. There's so much you can do within it. But yeah, I love writing about obscure topics.
Sure, great.
Yeah, I have never talked about sprinkles before.
And I love how you paced it out. You know, it was you start with the appearance, and then by the end of it, you're in on how it tastes like nothing, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. Imagine the power that
it's true. It
Yeah.
tastes like nothing.
imagine the power that sprinkles would have if they had flavor to them. Oh,
Imagine a
God.
market for flavored sprinkles.
Everything would have sprinkles on it.
But like rainbow sprinkles would be too many flavors. That's why I think there's no flavor.
Unless they just make one flavor that is the flavor of the rainbow. Skittles flavor.
Like-
Those things that
So I have to look at y'all.
you put on your
At the mall.
and that
And during anybody else.
What was that?
Because you can't come up with fucking premises while someone's on stage. Or not how to, like, I saw an asshole from,
our listeners do.
no.
True, I completely agree with Al. There's pretty much no reason to be writing anything
No.
during it.
If you're not thinking of anything, walk outside the room. What's happening back there?
Wait a second. Shanked everybody. Princess Shank. We did. Let's kill Tony. Pat Reagan. His album, Pat Reagan Smells Like Shit. It actually is my favorite comedy music album out of everybody.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm
really?
serious. He's
Okay.
unbelievable.
I will listen to
Nothing he did tonight was good, but album, track one, and then let's keep one. That is the catch with this album. He purposefully tries to push you away on track one, but then he brings it back every song after that. Guys, Austin, you have The Brink. It just came out last night. My new favorite show.
Drink on HBO every Sunday at 10:30. Check it out.
Watch The Brink.
Follow me at Austin on Twitter.
Al, we did it again. So much fun. The baddest bad cop of all time.
It's all the real comics, congratulations. Keep at it.
Yeah.
Don't get
Congratulations to everybody who came up here. It's very brave. I couldn't do it.
Final part of the night. Ryan J. Ebelt shows us his drawing. On Twitter. Now imagine we got devil horns. I got both.
That is good.
And Austin. I like that. Ryan. Yeah. Everybody. Fuck yeah. How exciting for a crazy Monday night live audience. Come on, make some noise. People, thousands on Ustream, thousands on hundreds on Periscope. Millions on Periscope. It went down a little bit. the belly room of the Comedy Store. Monday. Over here, and people said something. Anyway, stuff.
Toronto.
Yeah, San Francisco. They're with you at Rooster Teeth Feathers all weekend. Doing over. Sounds exciting, right? Yeah. Guys, normally I'm a base over there on that stool. Our band leader, Pat Reagan. Unavailable for the show. Canadians anywhere. You know him from all of his hit shows. Doug loves movies, Getting Doug with High, and Everything Doug. Put your hands together for our band leader tonight, the one and only Doug Benson, everybody! What the fuck? Are you kidding? Doug Benson is the band leader on a Monday night? Get the fuck out of here. Believe this shit. You guys say, I can't believe this. I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd be a band leader on a podcast. You're the Patriot tonight.
Oh, I'm so excited. And apologies to the Patriot if he's out there watching. I did not mean to take your job. Actually, you are the one that started this whole thing. So you were the first person to say that we should probably stop doing the Patriot. And then we stopped because of you. And then now somehow you are the band leader. I see how it works.
It's come full circle.
Yeah.
You fulfilled the prophecy. You
I quit on you guys when he thought that he could become sidekick on Getting on the Pine without ever checking with me first.
Yeah.
He thought he had the gig locked up, and then he was like, "Hey, Doug, I can be your sidekick." And I was like, "No, that's a one-time thing, man."
Love it. I'm so glad that you're here. We're going to have so much fun watching comedians and talking to comedians. We ran an episode just a couple weeks ago. We're happy to have you back.
It's great to be back because I got something to plug.
Oh, really?
Yeah, real quick. It's a long title, but then every few words. Ryan Redband is in it. Suppose allegedly I'm in it. No, you're definitely in it. I don't remember anything about this. I looked at it. You were high when it happened, but you're definitely in it. Hitting on women.
Is this the name of the movie? You're right. It is on. Holy shit.
It's on women in San Diego during Chronicon episode 420. A new dope. It's the story of my journey at Comic-Con. I call it Chronicon. A couple of years ago, and Brian was there, Joe Rogan was there, Morgan Spurlock, Kevin Smith. Enough about this movie. Watch it this Friday on iTunes.
You know what that horn means, everybody.
It's on iTunes. Wait, I didn't get the first sound. I didn't get the wrap it up sound. iTunes and VOD this Friday, July 3rd and after. Thank you. That's it for me.
Wow. We just lost 7 people.
I can't wait to watch. I mean, I really don't remember.
Yeah, everybody, happy Monday. You guys doing like audience? coming from a comatose state. Big noise that day. You just gotta wake up the fuck up. You know what I mean, Ryan? Man, everybody, the man. When you hear any noise or any music, just know that it's with your viewer himself. Everybody, fresh back. Chill out comedy with a new comedian. There, great music for you guys. Pat, Chip on a Montreal.
You guys, just before I left, you saw Sam Perot is her name.
That's crazy. Yeah. You know, if you look up Gilbert's IMDb page, like, he's accepted, like, every shitty role that's ever been offered to him. I said that Lil Jon wrote this song, it turned out for a while listening to Gilbert talk to his agent.
I saw Gilbert do a shift. Do you have any more Gilbert jokes?
No, I have nothing else.
Gilbert. I saw Gilbert on the Dr. Katz panel, and him and John Katz just like traded old like street jokes, and one of them was so funny. It was like Stevie Wonder goes to a Passover Seder. Good start, and then he's like, somebody hands him the ball. He takes it, feels it, goes, who wrote this shit?
It's so funny hearing Gilbert tell these jokes. When Gilbert does these things with his comedic timing, it's really amazing. Pat Reagan doing that is proof for all you haters of Gilbert. Proof that Gilbert's voice is not what makes him funny. It's clearly his whippersnapper timing and not the timing of Pat Reagan.
My time is a little like takes a little long. It takes me.
Gilbert Godfrey said, and you made it. Gilbert, but coming like I'm telling jokes about insulting. Or down the one more for you, the last one. So I said that triple bang. So try to stick with it. Okay. Anyway. No, I'm gonna do it. But Gilbert, so short, old, and Jewish. Our family, our favorite podcast network in the world, where you can find Bill Tony, had a show this week.
Yeah, we had the Monday off. We were out of town, so we did together a great show. Tom Green finished it off. So thank God we kept this group going.
Guys, how to do comedy for 60 seconds. They always talk to Keith Ryan, and two amazing guests that I always have on. Two different guests each week. This week is no different. Finger hands now. Just Steve Trevino, everybody. Joining us momentarily, also Steve Simone.
Thanks, buddy. It's just Trevino. That's
not. No,
nobody special. It's just fucking Trevino.
No, that's not what I meant. No, normally there's two guys. No, I wouldn't say just. Yeah, right. I can hear this. Look at this. This is an actual man. Look at this guy.
This is a real beer. This is one of your little fucking fancy. What are they called? You're whatever you can get, right? Fucking with your bags and your curly guy hanging on your fucking head.
That Reagan, the leader of this show, takes a lot of heat from the guys every week.
The band leader, I love it.
Yeah, the one band.
There was room for a band. The whole fucking thing, right? The whole thing. For a drum set, we can get drum, but there's no way for a drum set.
There we go. There's a lot of drums happening. Fuck yeah. Well,
TV show. We'll get a band.
So, yeah. Yes. And Ryan J. is going to be, as he's been doing the last couple months, he draws the entire episode as it happens. So by the end of the episode, he's going to have a drawing that we're going to show you at the very end of the episode. It's going to be this episode. It's unbelievable. He does it. That right now is blank. He's starting right now.
Oh, man.
Steve was one of the first people to ever take me on the road, and
I'll be opening for you soon.
and this was, oh yeah, caveman, spending the Geico caveman retirement money. Way to kick lunch.
That's Brad. We go rock climbing together. Shout out to Stronghold Climbing Gym, downtown LA.
Wow, look at that, a little promo out there, a little shout out to a climbing gym. Very good, Pat. Can you do it in Gilbert's voice? Shout out! No, it's a...
Don't clap too hard. I'm Mexican. We're not allowed in this business. Unless you're George Lopez. He's the only one that's allowed.
I love that.
I shit on my people and the industry loves it. Hey, that's me. Oh, no. Oh, same impression.
Hey, Rabbi,
What up, dog?
There it is. Again.
I want you to play for me when you score, kid.
Drums that he's got here the past 2 weeks. He's really blasting out. Really
Did you
excited.
hear me, Rabbi?
No, I didn't. Just a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you say?
I want you to play for me when the storm day, it can get right in.
Most certainly, Brandon. You and your family are in my thoughts, and certainly we want the best for you. And for anyone out there, Brandon is an essential part of our community, and we want you to be safe.
I don't want my house to get far apart.
No, you'll be fine. Just
Yeah.
just hunker down, and it should be over within. So, okay. So just do what you can.
It's like, that's the one that's trying to do. It's the one,
Yeah, I see it.
That's just going to hit me.
Okay. All right, Brandon. Are you in a safe place of your house?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you do what you can to get your mind off it? I know it's hard, but maybe do you have a cartoon or a TV show or something that you like?
Is it sports?
Sports. Just watch sports for an hour, and then hour it'll be gone. It's almost gone. I see it. All right. Are, are they safe? And uh, go watch. Go, go watch. A, go watch one of the sports.
Yeah.
You've got power. You've got a roof over your head.
Yeah, sure. Hey, say you got how old your survival tactic in prison? I've actually been to jail. Fuck yeah. We're going not a chance of it. You know, I'm a grown fuck. Oh. That's one of my favorites. If you find it on our Showtime, we'll not brag. Seriously. Got the comedians that they've done 60 stage time. Comedians piled up. Adorable. Wrap it up then. Girls are gonna bring out the angry West Hollywood there. Oh yeah, Brian hates the podcast listeners. Somebody fired at work. Push them away as fast as you can. Hear you more aimlessly beat on drums. Might as well. Guys, so I pulled the name out of the bucket. Over 40 comedians up for the chance to do 60.
Usually you have me do a salad. Right. And you said place a hot on guard.
You're gonna do it. Human being, Dan Nolan.
Started exercise. Every morning I run 3 miles straight, and then another 3 miles gay. I'm training for a biathlon. I used to have a really cool collection of rare coins. My house burned down. Now I have a really cool collection of medium well coins. I started collecting stamps. Or not stamps, EBT. They don't call it stamps anymore. I'm doing good. I finished with school finally. I didn't graduate. I'm just fucking finished with it.
51 seconds of thunder lightning. Dan Nolan, I'm in love with you. Where did you come from?
New York.
New York City.
Well, yeah. The Hudson Valley originally.
There's a 6 basic goal, 6 to 800 pounds Marines credit card.
You wrote all those jokes.
That last one I had heard before.
Whoa, Brian from nowhere was just featured.
I mean,
Nothing really funny about what he just said at all.
sure. Quit school. Wanted that's a whole
shows the headline.
Right, yeah, I just started doing fancy
I'm trying to finish. Okay, so you already get on top of that.
like I talked about, you know what I mean? If you're gonna write jokes, you know, I mean, Tony was jokes, but he'll tell you how hard it is. I mean, you have to fill 45 minutes, you can do a lot of fucking writing, you know what I mean? But good luck.
Yeah,
I think you're funny, you know?
Yeah, I got like I feel like 50 jokes that are like that. I don't know, one line of shit,
And those are the fucking four you miss.
So you wrote those in 3 months, or have you been writing for like years, and then you just decided to?
Started on Twitter.
I started out with like 20 jokes. I only do about 5 of them still.
How old are you?
28.
What have you been thinking of for 3 months?
I used to work in television.
What do you even tell us?
Location manager. Then I went to jail.
Surprise?
You called it, went to jail.
Gosh, darn, okay, so they're almost against eating human flesh. What'd you go to jail for?
Driving without license, but I went for 6 months.
Oh, boy, you got out.
No big deal. I was on probation for getting I got arrested 3 times. I kept getting caught buying heroin. I have 4 months to get over though. 4 months.
Fuck yeah.
What kind of rehab and I just started.
You left, but you were wearing your.
So I wouldn't get caught shoplifting.
Yeah. You could have got off with it.
No, that's what brought him down. He got me on the sandwich.
Did you shoot heroin?
You're chilling.
Here's. You have all these experiences. You should be talking about.
Yeah. No, I do now.
No, after 2 months ago, see, that's number 4. I really started
4 months ago, you quit shooting heroin. Do you ever, when you're
comedy.
like, do you see the cord and ever just want to wrap it on your arm?
Yeah. Every time I put my belt on in the morning, I'm like,
Fuck yeah.
how many babies do you have? Oh, what? Finding babies. Oh, no.
Yeah, well, you're on the right track. Really? That's all you're gonna give that? Offloaded something all the time when the heroin people are on. Now.
Is much better than I.
Yeah, you're really not. Like,
I seem to have remember like 3 months there.
just keep chasing that dragon.
4 times a day. Blowjobs are amazing.
Did you have to suck to get in there? Literally.
And also, all this stuff. I mean, you guys are talking about your life.
No, I do. I didn't want to do new stuff. I've been doing that stuff for like years. I had some like really good stuff.
What'd you say?
Well, you
Yes, sir.
Dan, I had so much fun with you. Given that actual relationship, so much interesting premise, and you're such a good joke writer.
that's cool.
How are things going, Brandon?
Yeah, I just took a
Dan
bath.
Nolan, everybody, there he goes. Dan Nolan, 22.
Say, big man.
And I just took a bath.
Okay, how you feeling?
Very,
You should feel really great. You got a bath. It's over.
for me. Over Jerseyville.
Okay. How long till you are?
I think you can watch it down on YouTube. Maybe it's breaking. It's breaking. YouTube, you say.
I'm willing, all right?
Yeah.
So stay strong. If you need to talk to someone, I'm here for you, okay, big man?
I just understand.
Don't you be scared. You be strong. You're a strong person. Everything's gonna be okay, man.
I don't know if there's any sports going on. I haven't checked.
Okay, well, let's look and see. Let's see what sports are going on. Maybe you can
I
get.
want to stop being scared, but then again,
All right, so here we go. Let's see what's on for. The play.
playoffs go tonight.
Yes, sir.
Impacting over 160,000. The NBA playoffs.
Yes, sir. And
What? Is that the new streaming?
yes, sir. And it starts in 55 minutes. So in 55 minutes, you can watch basketball, okay?
Oh, basketball. I love all kinds of sports.
I know you do. Let's see if there's baseball. The Cardinals are playing.
What about my Cubs? What about the Chicago Cubs?
They'll play in like 2 hours. So you can watch the Cubs tonight too.
Now, so I want streaming.
Sounds good, big man.
How do you get what multi? Do you know what multi-stream? Watching multi-stream NBA and MLB at the same time in here?
Yeah, you can do that.
Wow, great show.
You just
Great multi-stream.
you just
I paid for it.
no, it's free. You just take two browsers and have baseball on one and basketball on the other, and then stream your screen. Top and pull it all the way to the right. So it snaps on the left. Um, um, minimize everything. Minimize Twitch. Yep, and then minimize this video has and the big keep the baseball. Minimize browser. Don't move. Don't move. No, close that. Yep. Stop. No.
Oh,
No. No. Go to the left. Go to the left 2 inches. 2 inches. Another 2 inches. Oh, what'd you do? No? Go back to where it was. There you go. Now, the top again where I wanted your mouse before. Move your mouse down just where the top bar is, and there's nothing else there. That bar with holding it down. Hold down there. Yeah, there you go. Now to the left. To the left. To the left. Stream.
Oh, I forgot to show you you block.
Yeah. Make sure you've got U-block on. U-block origin. Now, so you're going to have keep the one. Make that phone on browser. No. Do you not know how to do it? So okay, hold on. Don't click anything. I'll walk you through it. Okay. Okay. So click out of that thing with the bars. Yeah. Okay. Now, do you see the side of the browser window?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see you move your mouse to the side of the browser window, the right side. Almost there. No, that's the left. No. Okay, where's your mouse?
Ryan, on the baseball.
Okay, move it around a little bit. Okay, stop. Stop. Move your mouse 2 inches to the right.
2 inches to the right.
Yeah, hold on. Stop moving. Stop moving. Move your mouse another 2 inches to the right. The edge of the browser. No, you're moving it up, Brandon, to the right, my friend. Stop. Stop. Now hold down the left mouse button and drag to the left. That's to the right. No. No. Okay. There you go. Okay. Okay. Just no, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. Hold it. Brandon, grab the corner. Grab the. But don't make it so big. Smaller, 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 smaller. You're making it too big. You want to watch two things at once. There you go. Absolutely. Okay, now. Okay, you got it. You got it. You got two games on at the same time. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Let me know if you need anything else. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
life, not what good. It's not,
Shit, I know that.
I pulled another name out of the figure hands. Idiots and his
On the way. Is she coming?
here she is. Everybody alive in the flesh. Eating.
And I went to the bathroom, she came back, and she goes, someone put something in your drink. Don't worry, they were really hot. Like, what's wrong? It's so worked up to drug someone have sex with them. You don't have to do that. Oh, fuck you for the drug. People like, I know you guys are doing drugs, but people who judge me for doing drugs have drugs, and I don't want to be their friend.
I love that. You know what I love about it is that you are committing to a premise.
Me too.
The sound that I heard go up here laughing at her, and you guys are all quiet. Yeah, exactly.
Not drugs.
Alright.
No. I'm going home after this. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I gotta tell you, it was really good. I just don't think it fits your character. That's why I think people are like, oh, that's some girls talking like that.
That's what I'm about, though.
Are you really? Is it really what you're about? Like,
Yeah, it is true.
that's good then. You gotta sell it more.
Yeah. That's it.
You gotta make them believe. I love that. Yeah, and all these drugs, let's take forever to fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this bitch is taking all my drugs.
I do.
She won't pass out. This fucking bitch has a
Do you have something when have my work hard? And someone the jokes I'm like, Um,
Like it is.
um,
Drive while drinking on like it. All these people, your family's actually in the back right now.
Doing drugs.
It's not.
It's a drug show.
It really is a drug show.
I'm dating a girl right now.
French maid, we know about that.
That was in Montreal. I'm dating a girl who Crystal in that bag.
she's like a real winner.
She's cool now. She's cool now. Is that why she allowed you rich girls?
Are you jealous of
I
that?
like
Attitude that she's like, oh, man, what a fucking ass.
That's a freaking made of my next gen. Are you jealous of the girls that like to do meth and like stay pretty? I've always wondered that about girls.
never even thought about that.
Whoa, that was really convincing.
I never really thought of it that way.
But when you said meth, you said, well, she doesn't never like together. But
Well, 14 is pretty young. To be doing that.
Well,
And I'm 26.
Oh, are you all fucking
I'm 26.
I mean, you gotta look at the it's like at least people on meth like looking their apartment and shit.
Totally.
I've hung out with people on Vicodin and that are drunk. It's the most annoying thing in the world. No painkillers good enough to hang out with a person that's drunk and on Vicodin. Even though there is.
It's like Down syndrome.
Wait, Edie, great stuff. I love that you're talking about your actual life and things that you actually love. It's like the most important thing. You keep chipping away with that, chipping away at that
You
show.
might have a career before you die.
Adding more lines to it than you're like you, so you can some more lines to that joke that you're gonna snort. So I think it'll come out really
Your
good.
comedy is not losing any teeth.
Yeah. Edie gets in everybody. She's on instant comedy. All one word, Edie gets in comedy. Yeah.
Before now. So, thinking now, I guess.
Sunrise. fucking for it.
Solid 45 seconds.
Yeah. Now, let me just call this out first. You've been on the show. Correct. Both times. I've not done it.
By the way, they say black dudes have ass. You'd like to see more ass on a flounder. Show them the lack of shitter that you have.
Yeah, and you have stuff in your pockets. That's like a California girl trick. Girls from California all have flat asses. A fun fact. Ohio. Girls have more fat asses. Something that I learned. I've been out here 9 years, and I realized I'm a hemisphere fucking something. Because they're flat. They're born and raised.
Where you from?
Which is a little different. Type of different. So what I've noticed that these California girls do is they put stuff in their back pockets, like notes and like wallets and cells and all the stuff to try to fill out an ass that's not there. Anyway, my point is, I got some stuff.
How much you doing on? You gotta put that in the back of your a little bit.
Because I've been slimming for Chip.
No, it's long stuff.
Oh, okay.
You ever see her tight jeans and she got herself in it? And you're like,
Yeah. So, cow racing. Let's talk about your stuff.
you're a comedian. Swimming out of job. Motherfucker. What is that? How risky? What's the first thing?
No, it's
Shit. CHALIS.
there's no second H.
Hey, man. You said
Okay,
that.
don't bring that one.
No, I won't.
You're not
Whoa. Nothing wrong with being gay,
But
buddy.
yeah,
He's from
Sky City, not Guy City. What did you talk about again here today?
Oh. Right. I think I'm the big problem.
Right.
Like if you're gonna say
Right. There is definitely something. I was trying to think of it. It sort of reminds me of like, I don't know if you ever had to, when you're driving, like pee in a bottle or something like
and once you
that.
start, right?
Right. And it's just like too much because you have to pee that. It's gonna be more than usual. It's like, but it's not really that.
There's
Obviously,
there's something else. In Toronto last weekend, I was at a bar. You know what? Questions. You know, you got a lot of work. That's what I'm saying. I mean, right. The drum story could be really funny. Things that are still weird. Yeah. Even if
What do you do for work?
He's black. Come on.
Oh, Jesus. What does that mean? Oh, no.
Out here to be funny. That was
Anyway, so how long have you been playing basketball for? Alright, yeah, I'm kidding. I'm just trying to match Steve's. Just trying to match Steve's racism. Yeah, what do you think we tell for what? Any umpire that just walked in there with my It's okay, what do you do? I'm a lawyer.
Well, he just said this like 2 weeks ago. Let me pull these up so you'll.
Okay, you were puking with your buddies. Let's try to get back.
Why were you puking? I usually drink beer. Where do you get up? Because I've seen you here 3 times. Where else do you get up? The hotel? Yeah. Shout out to all the hotel. That's where you command the stage really well 2 years in. Command the stage for a lot of people that do a lot more years never can learn how to do. So that working on it. George, I think you're so it's like either right, either
My full permission.
I mean, not this material you would like to I would have liked to have been like, oh, I wish I thought it. What's happening?
What's one of your favorites?
I like it. Right. Oh, like Bill Murray. One of my favorites.
With your favorite comedian. It is really hard to. I pulled another bucket. This looks like a newer name. Put your hands together for Chase Holtman. Everybody. Chase Holtman.
Good, son. You met a girl last night?
I didn't try. In front of her and I got nervous, so I kind of fucked up.
Okay, that's cool. Did you get her number?
So I'm gonna say
That's great.
she wants to
Okay. Is she funny?
I don't like Rachel. Probably not.
Oh wow, she's really hot. Good on you, big man.
Yeah, sure.
Hi. Good on you, man. Okay, so tell me about her. What do you do for a living? Um, she,
Maybe.
okay. So what do you like about, aside from her being hot, what do you like about her?
I went to her last night.
And then
Okay.
because she's always. And I didn't talk to her. She came up and talked to me last night.
Okay, what did she say?
Jumping on one name. Rabbi, I will say it again.
What did you say?
I will say her again next week.
Okay. Do you like her?
Huh? They should not be exposed to LGBT content in children's cartoons. Recently.
Like today? Like what?
I don't know. I don't know when he said it. right.
In the last week.
Yeah. It's not.
I was HERO dog. That woman went through nightmares, and she survived. And she went on to have another child. That woman is a hero.
Hey, right. That's very.
It can. Dog. Listen.
I don't give a fuck. You're a
junk and
Today's theme is drugs. Don't say nothing pisses me off more than when comics go, true story. What the fuck are you telling us then? You know what I mean? Like, if it's a true story, just tell the story. Like, comics do that. They'll be on stage, for all you fucking open mic guys, they'll be on stage, they'll tell 3 jokes, and then the next joke they go, all right, true story. Well, what the fuck was the rest of the shit you just did? You know what I'm saying? Don't say that.
I think I take issue with that because sometimes like I'll do jokes. Like,
You know a lot better than I do.
I'll be like, I'll tell a joke where I'll just be like, well, I actually left your management company that I was with for an actual management company recently.
Oh, Jesus.
But
Call me when you're on Netflix.
all right. So my issue with that is just like, all right, sometimes like I do jokes that are completely not true, and I'll say something that is true, which is fucking balls crazy normal. So when he's like, that's such a ridiculous statement that I think saying true story makes me be like, oh, it's actually true, because a lot of, especially white guys with glasses, we tell jokes that are based in false premises. So of course I stand by it.
Well, do what you want. I'm playing the guitar on Monday. Whoa.
Shots fired, everybody.
I never know what you want to do, but it's that I do on stage are all, and everything I do on stage is from my real life.
Are you the same way, or your other chick real, or do you have like what's the stereotype? Right. So do you have a lot of that? Anyway,
It varies, but glasses and those bangs.
So I missed the beginning where you were actually taking a patent test. Is that what you were talking about? Where was this at? Like, why would you Chapman? You actually have a badminton class. It's badminton 103. Okay. It just seems so weird, like, when you were talking about it, I was like, wait, what the fuck, did I miss you're a Boy Scout or something? Like, it seems like maybe you try to make up some reason why you took badminton. I have no idea. I've never heard of a badminton 103. That's ridiculous. What kind of college? I also took a frisbee class. Is this wait a second. No joke required. Wait a second.
Are you sure that you just don't think you were taking these classes because you were on acid?
Correct.
I'm pretty sure that's what's happened.
So hard that I was still on a scholarship.
Chase, you do a lot of drugs. I mean, I'm actually surprised. I thought you were going to be the one guy that we've seen tonight that hasn't done drugs, and then you jump even while taking a college test. You were on acid.
There's a flashback.
Yeah.
Right?
Eventually not actually. You nailed it.
This show has the greatest sound effect of all time. You can play it anytime.
It makes sense so far.
Oh, shit. Are you dismissing yourself? Drugs. I love you. Chase, you got it before you start talking, buddy. I don't know how you think we do this magic, but we think of the thing first. Say it twice in your head. It's got a pretty great Steve mode, everybody. Here he is. Okie dokie. Please sit back down. Josh and Steve Simone. Yeah, but Josh, Steve Simone is the first guest to ever get blacklist.
Don't say that. You're going to hurt his feelings.
Yeah, he actually is the nicest guy. Wow. Yes, I know.
Would it catch drugs?
Yeah, but this is room full of drug addicts that we have. Josh, where's Steve Simone? Big months here, Josh. That's the producer, Josh Martin. Everybody, Josh Martin. Oh, wait, Drew. Thank you. Let us know. It's just her, by the way. Chase. I understand. And Steve Simone.
For the last 5 weeks, I've not talked to a real life or not more than I'm fucking serious. Hard because I don't even have
like nobody was like, wait a minute, right? Like it was. Everybody's like, yeah, poor bastard, right? Like,
It's definitely coming from a street place.
he knows his character. See that Chase and the fucking black. What's his name? What's his name?
Chehalis, yeah.
Chehalis. You know your character, man. They did fucking well. Really funny, man. Really funny. What kind of age are you? Oh, yeah, we have one of those.
I love your team. On a scale from 1 to 5 UFO.
So amazing.
Tam Fam, that real name, right? I used to wear a shirt that said at Tam Fam, and you wore it all the time. And you come up here and you tell all the time. We would always tell you you're unbelievable. Just lose the at Tam Fam shirt. It's too desperate. And you lost that shirt. Have you noticed that sets have been going better since you lost the shirt, or is it just the shirt now?
They've been about the same, but I think feel better.
What? No. Very
It's a
important.
feeling. The shirt's a feeling.
Right. It is. It's important, you know? It's important. And I would also recommend not wearing your socks that you use. Bedroom on stage. That'll make you.
You think it's socks?
You know, talk about I went for it, you assholes. Sock jokes, everyone. Remember what he talked about? All right. How do they feel about it?
No, you're in the closet with your comedy. You're gonna sit one day, mom, dad.
Get dry cleaning place. So, they know that you do it?
Is there a starch joke there?
Yeah, not a starch joke there to answer your question. Steve Simone, now we heard a rumor earlier, somebody yelled out from the audience. Is that a house? Is that Fuck yeah. I mean, you do have extra clothes, guys, though. He looks like an Asian guy skydiving. It's incredible. Tam, so you tried marijuana once. What happened?
Have a type.
Tell your parents that you don't have a career.
So you inhaled the fumes, and then what happened?
Dizzy and nauseous for 6 hours. That's not time I tried that.
What did you do for the 6 hours?
Just lying in bed or went over to my door.
Like,
Were you with any friends? So you were solo fishing.
terrible. Oh, Jesus. Like, you didn't even make like a little sock puppet or something like that?
I want to get home with you!
Do you have like a bunch of bulldog faces on around your bedroom?
I love your attitude, though. You're like, I'm going to smoke weed today. out, found some fucking shit. They got to the house, and I'm like, I didn't plan this very well. I made a pin. Fucking hilarious. We gotta talk about that shit on stage. What happened? I think you're really funny though, man. Really, really do. Really funny. Just a hell of a job. I'm impressed. There's not much I can make fun of you on, but you did really fucking well. You give a round of applause. Don't be dicks. You did really well. Have you been getting spots here at the comedy store?
I have not been getting spots here, but
Look at the fan.
yeah, you know, so you should be because I mean it's amazing watching it on the Ice House show.
Wow. What just happened? Ice House just happened. Friday night. Making better. Somebody just went from the Ice House to the Ice House.
Amen.
Is that
Hello, Mike.
Sorry, I'm a bit late.
That's okay. I understand.
Getting cold down here too.
It's becoming
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right. So we're going to talk today about living off world, right?
Correct. Humanity beyond Earth.
Okay. Well, let's get into it.
Sounds great.
Recording in progress.
Well, hey there, Rabbi. How are you today?
I'm lovely, thank God. How about you?
Excellent. I'll be even better tomorrow.
That's what I like.
Today we're going to be talking about life off Earth, and that would entail getting humanity to the planet easily, terraforming that, right?
That's absolutely correct.
This week we talked about the nanofibers that would allow a space elevator to a geosynchronous platform up in space. Would that be one way that you would think would be a good idea?
Most certainly. There are other options available. Some that I've heard proposed are perhaps a space slingshot, where you basically accelerate a capsule from Earth space at extreme speed. I'm sure with enough practice, uh, you could potentially safely get individual orbit in a safe manner. Though I don't know if I want to be the person to try that out. Some other ways I'm to see these being developed, particularly in the um, modern age, are rockets can be of exhaust. But I think both Mike and I are in agreement that a space elevator is a really great way to go and to get people into space. Now, once you get into space, we have to talk about some of the challenges and my and there's a major trying to get through those. But with the assumption we're able to we are discuss its reality, if it's something that with which we be advocates. So phase one is robotic exploration and proof of survival. So essentially from the current period, perhaps around the year missions that we perhaps start next window, but perhaps these would be short duration stays. Other issues that we have to worry about are things called micrometeorites, like basically the idea that one of these micrometeorites could potentially tear through a bunker or do even some type of space module. So those are some concerns, but assuming we'd be able to get through that, creating fragile outposts is the next goal from 75 to perhaps 2200. Small, highly dependent research bases. They supply. They're supported perhaps entirely artificially. They are sealed habitats. Water and fuel are produced locally in small amounts, and expansion is slow due to the cost, risk, and distance from Earth. And now I'd like to also say that guarantee that we will be able to terraform perhaps any planet. Nothing is guaranteed in the future, but under some assumptions, these are conservative timelines as to how this could be done. The next
He's bringing in EVs, he's bringing in robotics, he's doing all the things that are necessary to send machinery and AI up to say Mars to terraform that and start without using human beings to do it.
time, there are discussions that perhaps there's the idea of using certain elements, particularly one known as element 115, also known as moscovium, also known as un pentium, that creates a great amount of energy and basically can warp a a somewhat of a wormhole in front of plasma engines. Solar sails have been, especially for deeper space. But Mike, you're absolutely right. When we get into these types of discussions, we have to worry about aging. We have to worry about reproduction. We have to, I've seen arguments perhaps to be able to cryogenically slow someone's uh, biology that age at such a state uh, to be distances. Yes, when we're having these discussions, um, there are major challenges that we will have to overcome. I don't have the answer, but I do find them to be discussions. What are your thoughts?
Well, many years ago, still in Thailand, I met an ex-US Air Force colonel who had done a lot of research into a thing called SWAS, S-W-A-S, sphere within a sphere. And basically what he proposed was putting a series of magnets within a sphere and then another sphere inside that, and it would nullify gravity. And he'd worked out that if this could be built, you would be able to bounce off the Earth and be somewhere, way out in space in seconds, not minutes, not hours, not days, but seconds. So it's a pretty interesting concept. And when I questioned him about this, in fact, I wrote an article for a magazine up there called Big Cherry Magazine, and I interviewed him about this. And one of the things that we discussed was, what's the effect going to be on our human biology when you're jumping around in a sphere within a sphere? And surprisingly, he told me that while you're sitting inside it, there's no feeling of going against gravity at all, because you're sitting within a null gravity area. So, pretty interesting concept, actually, and something working to try and find a backer to build the SWAS, but unfortunately, he was dead now. But I keep hoping that somebody's his work and put it. I think this is a great way to get into.
for perhaps the creation of artificial gravity, perhaps for advanced propulsion. So I don't necessarily know the answer. I do think there are as the phrase goes, many ways to skin a cat, and there are many different ways as one that is necessarily here on Earth. So basically, if you had two twin people, one in a capsule traveling near the speed of light, and one here on Earth, the one on Earth will age much more rapid rate. Now, I don't understand all of the intricacies of that, but that is something certainly that cycle the water. So these are things that humans will have to come in the coming centuries. As we were discussing a little bit previously regarding the next phase of perhaps terraforming of Mars, phase three would be the self-sustaining settlement. So we're not having to get into the outer solar system me, could reach thousands, maybe tens of thousands at this point. And this is all within this millennia. Phase four, perhaps failed or limited terraforming attempts, perhaps from the year 2300 to 3000, attempts to release CO2 or manufacture greenhouse gases. Based on modern research, including studies discussed by NASA, Mars likely lacks enough accessible CO2 to significantly thicken its atmosphere. So the most likely outcome might be minor warming at best, with no stable, breathable atmosphere. And I find this to be quite interesting that we need to basically change the atmosphere of Mars to make it habitable. Phase five is known as paraterraforming. Instead, 100 to 4,000. Instead of changing the whole planet, we build enclosed environments, perhaps giant domes, covered valleys. Apologies, Mike.
Done it again. Hang on. I'll start the recording again.
Recording in progress.
Is something perhaps 2,500 to 4,000. Instead of changing the whole planet, we build enclosed environments, giant domes, covered valleys, create an Earth-like conditions locally, something perhaps like a biodome kind of an idea. This approach is widely considered to be more feasible than full terraforming. Phase six, and this is in the far future, limited biological experiments, 3,000, 10,000, introduce engineered microbes in controlled environments.
There was a race of giants before man, possibly from off Earth, and therefore, if they were from off Earth, their technology was very advanced. And they were able to travel across vast amounts of space in incredibly their technology, and I believe that they're now alien technology on Earth. I don't know how true it is. I watched a video yesterday of some guy claiming there was a huge UFO in the middle of Iceland.
I saw this.
So, not Iceland, Greenland.
Perhaps, yes. Into the Arctic Circle. So, yes.
Yeah. But I know telling us all that the polar ice caps have melted. It's not true.
That's true.
So, it's a bit hard to figure out what's going on. But I do believe that to look back and go forwards, we must learn from the lessons of history. And of course, a lot of those lessons now are lost in the sands of time. But they can be rediscovered. And we are starting to. In the US, there's developing a lot of technology that we're now using every day. So I future technology.
And
But we needn't like it.
I agree. The videos, in many ways, the videos that we've seen of his rockets from SpaceX are miraculous. Basically, being able to take off and to be able to advocate for anything sustainable in terms of spaceflight.
Well, I always thought the ISS was going to be the jumping off point for us to go into space. It makes sense, right? You ship all the materials up there that are needed for interstellar travel, and you assemble it up there. You have people living up there for a long time to acclimatize themselves to space, and it's not a possibility of radiation affecting our biology. There's lots of problems that we have to examine and overcome. But I think mankind is well on the path to achieving at least interplanetary space travel, and I believe eventually we're going to get interstellar space travel. So I think on that note, let's leave it and let's get people thinking about where we're going to go in the future.
Absolutely.
All on this planet, we need a backup.
Absolutely. Most certainly. Before we close, some of the ways perhaps that we, in addition to what we've discussed, of being able to bridge these gaps of very far distances are perhaps nuclear power, ion propulsion, drives, perhaps even wormhole research. And once we start to explore space, things like perhaps asteroid mining may become a reality. Dyson spheres, basically megastructures built around a static energy. Essentially, the sky and the stars are the limit. So, with that, our next discussion, our fifth and final, is going to be on extraterrestrial life. And perhaps we'll learn more about, in the meantime, on what happened in Greenland. And additionally, we will be able to discuss his extraterrestrial life as it has visited Earth. There's a theory known as panspermia, maybe perhaps Earth itself was seeded here by another civilization. So I look forward to that discussion. For your audience, anyone who wants to learn more about what I do, again, I'm Rabbi Rothschild. Feel free to check out linktree.com/Rabbi Rothschild, or you can view my life 24/7 on YouTube. Rabbi Rothschild in YouTube and filtered by Live.
And of course, that discussion, because I've got something surprising to bring up about that.
Thank you so much. Take care, everyone.
going to bring up a special third guest just to sit in with us. Josh, you have an extra chair for her? Another one of the funniest comedians who was able to just swing by in the last second. She's going to finish out the show hanging with all of us. Put your hands together for one of our favorites in the world, the great Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, yeah! No, triple brand.
Simone.
I wasn't going to let you sit behind the table, but I'm like, no, they need to see all of this. You know,
All of this. How y'all doing?
Hey, what's up?
his pants just got tighter.
But yeah, Tiffany, looks like you and Pat have a little chemistry, huh?
You know how to handle that big word right there.
Wow, I don't think she's a guitar.
Yeah, I'm talking about if another word is big enough.
I like that she threw a yet in there.
Some
Much
dude
like,
said no. Some dude in the back said, no, try it. It's